cambia tu manera de pensar y comienza de nuevo. Deja el miedo y atrévete a vivir una vida feliz. Llama al 832-378-0906. Haz tu cita ya para una terapia que te cambiará tu vida. Conocerás tus miedos, subirás tu autoestima, te sentirás liberado de tanto dolor. Dejarás tus adicciones y tus temores. Sorpréndete de todo el poder que tienes dentro de ti. Llama ahora para una cita al 832-378-0906. Síguenos todos los martes en el programa Sanándote con Vania a las 4 de la tarde por www.cbbaradio.com o CBBA Radio Facebook.
Welcome to the 45th Annual Pasadena Strawberry Festival. Shows, games, rides, yummy food, great live music, and of course, delicious strawberries. Bring the whole family out May 18th through the 20th. Visit strawberryfest.org for details.
Perder un familiar te destroza el corazón y muchas veces tu economía. Pero recuerda que si fue por causa de un accidente, tú tienes todos los derechos de hacer un reclamo, incluso si no tienes documentos en Estados Unidos. No importa si como familiar te encuentras en otro país, tienes todo el derecho como esposa, hijo, padre o hermano de realizar un reclamo oficial. Llama al abogado que sabe cómo pelear por ti. Un abogado sin miedo. Además, si no gana, usted no paga nada. Teléfono central 713-228-3030, vía WhatsApp 1832-540-2383 o gratis al 1-888-818-08. Vamos hasta donde te encuentres y te representamos con fuerza y coraje. No dejes pasar el tiempo y reclama ya. www.elabogadodelaraza.com.
El siguiente espacio es un programa pagado y las opiniones emitidas en el mismo no representan la opinión de CBBA Radio ni de sus patrocinadores.
Hello and welcome to Your Health Naturally. I'm Lilibeth Andre, your host, a naturopath and pranic healer with Healthy Balance here in Houston, Texas. This program serves to demystify natural health alternatives and practices, and I hope you find it useful. If you missed any of our past episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel, and while you're there, please subscribe and show us your support. You'll be notified of new posts and updates once you do. And for today, I'd like to thank you for joining us here in this live program with CBBA. Today, we're going to talk about nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the supply of physical energy to the body. It is what provides the strength to carry out the physical functions of the body, such as growth, maintenance, reproduction, illness, and health. But it is also a good part of whole health as it affects our emotional, spiritual health as well. For this reason, it is important to maintain the balance through nutrition. Well, why is that? We know that good nutrition consists of providing the body with all nutrients in the form of carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. Nutrients are composed of vitamins and minerals, and we should also provide the body with enough water so that the body flows in a healthful manner. But nutrition is not just that. We should consider the quality of the foods because that determines their nutritional value. Good nutrition gives us the energy that we need. But are all foods the same? Well, the answer is no. They're not the same. Well, how do we tell what is the best food? The best food is organic, natural, and fresh and local. That is why it is important that we value a fertile and healthy soil. A fertile soil is rich in nutrients and provides plants and animals that eat these plants with a rich and complete food. If we care for the soil using organic compost and the collection of rainwater to irrigate it, we can fortify the earth so it yields healthful and complete fruits. The value of local foods versus the imported ones is important for our health too. Foods that are grown locally provide us with ripe foods that aren't picked too soon to transport them across long distances. These fresh, local, and organic foods provide us with enzymes to help us with the separation and assimilation of nutrients. And this helps us to avoid allergies, and it also improves our digestion. When we pick fruits too early, they don't have the photosynthesis effects of switching sugars to a more digestible element that we can easily ingest and break down. And we end up with foods that aren't as tasty, although they might look good on the outside because they've been treated for that. Knowing how to choose our fresh foods is important. Large fruit doesn't always mean they're better. Many times, a normal-sized fruit results in a better tasting food because many times they are fortified with synthetic fertilizer, and then they might grow to very large sizes, but the flavor just isn't there. So a normal fruit is going to carry more taste and flavor, and it's perfectly healthy. When we go shopping, we should search for diversity in color as well, because color will help us identify the various nutrients that are necessary and important for us. So a good assortment of color in our fruits and vegetables is going to be important. Another thing we should remember is that if fruits are ripened on the stem, they're in a better state to benefit our digestion because of what I mentioned as the enzymes that they contain. For this same reason, we should recognize that the highest nutritional value is that of raw foods because cooking begins to destroy the nutritional value through heat and dilution. Like the natural enzymes that help us better digest our foods, and there won't be that valuable content in the foods that we are eating if we're overcooking. Now, what is a diet? The next step in nutrition. Well, our regular consumption of foods and beverages is what we know as our diet. Many times the change in lifestyle is what we refer to as a diet, especially when we are prescribed a change in regimen. We're going to take a break and come right back to talk a little bit more on diets.
Si el techo de tu casa, negocio o de tu bodega fue dañado por algún desastre natural, llama ya a los expertos al 713-228-3030 y haz tu cita ya. Vamos hasta donde te encuentres y te hacemos una evaluación gratis. Llámanos 713-228-3030. Nosotros pelearemos por ti con la aseguranza y conseguiremos lo que tú necesitas. Llama ya a los expertos en casos de tormenta 713-228-3030. Si perdiste un familiar en los Estados Unidos por causa de un accidente de tránsito, en el trabajo o por una negligencia médica y te encuentras fuera del país, no te preocupes, tú tienes derecho de hacer un reclamo. Llámanos ya al 713-228-3030 o a nuestra línea gratuita 1-888-818-08. Sí, 1-888-818-08 o visítanos en www.elabogadodelaraza.com.
Yo soy Cristóbal Galindo y cuentas conmigo.
Welcome back. We're talking about nutrition, and we're beginning the conversation in dieting. And diet, as a general term, is what we eat and what we drink in order to have a healthy life. So our lifestyle should be adopting whatever diet that we want to work with. And there are three basic types that I've found that are probably your standard and basic diets. There's, all kinds of diets. There's ethnic diets, there's prescribed diets, there's fad diets. But what I have seen is that 3 are the standards that I see coming up as basis for many people, many people's lifestyle. They adopt this and they can get very good results and are very happy with them because they provide a lot of choices for good food. The first diet I'm going to recommend that you research and begin to perhaps adopt is the Mediterranean diet, and you may be already familiar with it because it's very popular. It's a very healthy diet. It incorporates many of the things that our European friends, Italians, Spaniards, and some Greeks incorporate into their lifestyle. We have a lot of fresh fruits, a lot of fresh vegetables, whole grains, good healthy oils, good number of fish and seafood, and a little bit less meat and milk products, and the smallest amount is sweets and red meats. Now, the most popular thing about the Mediterranean diet is the red wine. So red wine has many enzymes that are helpful in our digestion. They help us with our digestive system, and that's one of the big reasons that the Mediterranean diet is popular as well, because the red wine is part of that healthy diet, and in combination it's very good for you. So the Mediterranean diet is a good one. The next diet is the macrobiotic diet. The macrobiotic diet is very similar, but it is more vegetarian than meat eating, although there are some lean meats that you incorporate. A big base of fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains in a more reduced quantity, low fat dairy and low fat meats, good healthy oils, seeds and nuts, and a very small portion of sweet foods to reduce the sugars that we ingest. And do you notice no white flours? So that's the macrobiotic diet. And the third is the Ayurvedic diet. The Ayurvedic diet is the more vegetarian of the 3, and the key to this diet is that it is built for body types, and you'll find that it is very important to identify what type you are in order to fit into the best foods that are optimum for your body type. But the basic is that lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, seeds and legumes, oily fruits, and some eggs, fish, and whatnot, and a little bit of red meats and milk products at the very top, which is the very least amount. So you'll see very similar diets. The 3 of them propose that your bases be built on fresh fruits and vegetables. And if you begin to do that and incorporate that into your own current diet, you'll begin to see the difference. Remove the white flours, the carbohydrates, the refined carbohydrates, and you'll be in a good start. And if you need some coaching or orientation, I'll be glad to give you some tips as well. Now, what about supplementation? Well, supplements are what they say, supplementation of nutritional value that you may not be getting from your normal foods. In some instances, when the body is stressed, we can burn up nutrients in a faster way, or we may already have an imbalance that we need to work with. So we can identify what the supplementation needs are and provide those supplements to the body. Now, there are 2 types of supplements. There are synthetic supplements and there are food-derived supplements. And the synthetic ones are a little bit less desirable because they're chemical simulating natural elements. And these, being chemical imitations, are inorganic compounds, so the body doesn't assimilate them 100%. And in many cases, if we overdo the intake of these types of nutrients, well, the body will just push them through and there won't be any absorption. So we can recognize that the quality of the foods that we ingest and enters into the body will provide us the energy needed for the effective and efficient function. So the food-derived supplements are important for that reason. They're readily recognized and absorbed in a more readily fashion. So they're important for that reason. And then what? Well, another important aspect provides our body with healthy energy. Providing our body with healthy energy is elimination. What enters our body is important, but also what we eliminate is key, because if we don't cleanse the body, we can be putting in clean fuel, but we're not taking out the trash. So we need to have a good functioning elimination system in order to better function, better assimilate the food that we're eating, and better perform. Because if the body's working on breaking down elements it should be getting rid of, then it's not going to be present 100% to perform in whatever functions you have your body activity in. If we don't eliminate effectively, the efficiency of our body begins to decrease in quality, and we create accumulations that we must eliminate. What are the symptoms that our system is at a high level of toxins and needs cleansing? Well, some of the symptoms can be a lazy system. We can have constipation or diarrhea. There could be weight increase or difficulty losing weight. There could be body odors such as bad breath, feet, urine, feces, sweat, etc. You could feel that you're always tired. You can have aches and pains. There could be water retention. You could be getting sick more often. How about a lack of energy in the mornings? You could have cravings and allergies, stomach and digestive problems, and skin conditions. And those are just a few signs that your body might need some cleansing. Now, what is the best way to detox? Well, the easiest way to detox the body is by using our own foods. Hippocrates said, "Let your food be your medicine, and let your medicine be your food." And in following this, if we ingest healthy, fresh, and organic foods, these will maintain the proper function of our body and provide us with high-quality energy and help us to eliminate waste better. We're going to take a break and be right back.
Si el techo de tu casa, negocio o de tu bodega fue dañado por algún desastre natural, llama ya a los expertos al 713-228-3030 y haz tu cita ya. Vamos hasta donde te encuentres y te hacemos una evaluación gratis. Llámanos 713-228-3030. Nosotros pelearemos por ti con la aseguranza y conseguiremos lo que tú necesitas. Llama ya a los expertos en casos de tormenta. 713-228-3030.
Welcome to the 45th Annual Pasadena Strawberry Festival. Shows, games, rides, yummy food, great live music, and of course, delicious strawberries. Bring the whole family out May 18th through the 20th. Visit strawberryfest.org for details.
No dejes que nadie te quite el sueño americano y permite que la oficina del abogado Cristóbal Galindo te ayude con tus trámites de inmigración. Llama ya al 713-228-3030.
Y recuerda, la primera cita siempre es gratis. Atendemos de 24 horas al día y la cita siempre es conmigo en español, tu abogado de la raza.
Contamos con planes de pagos. Comunícate al 713-228-3030.
Yo soy Cristóbal Galindo y cuentas conmigo.
Hello and welcome back. We're talking about nutrition today. We're talking about supplementation, diets, and also detoxifying our body for better performance. So we can eat, one of the first recommendations is to eat healthy, and the healthy body can help us maintain a clean body. So that's the first step in detoxifying. But what happens if we don't eliminate properly? By not eliminating the waste from our body properly, these accumulations begin to cause atrophy. So our body's not functioning at 100%, and we begin to notice that. These accumulations of toxins also inhibit the efficiency the efficient use of new energy, because while we're intoxicated, the absorption of nutrients is not as effective. So instead of being at 100%, we might be performing less because the body's not just focusing on absorbing new energy, but also working on the waste that hasn't been eliminated and trying to get rid of it one way or another. Now, where do these toxins come from? The toxins come from the things that we ingest, like the foods. They come from the environment that surrounds us, and they also come from our own mind. Our emotions can generate some toxins through thought and negative emotions. So it's important to realize that these are 3 types of the most common ways where we can be generating or exposing ourselves to toxins. And how can we free ourselves from these toxins? There are different ways where we can cleanse our body and put it at a clean basis to perform better. So some of the cleansing strategies that I may suggest are to begin with a monitored fasting, where we can cleanse, and there are various ways to do that. You can remove all carbohydrates, that could be considered a fast. You could add more water, that could be considered a fast. So there are many ways where you can begin to fast in a monitored way so that you can clean according to what your body needs, and it's a guided method. There are also cleansing baths. There are baths that you can use as salt baths. There are also herbal baths. There are vinegar baths, and there are also mud baths, which are very cleansing. And working with the therapist can help you get the maximum out of the investment if you decide to go for any of these types. Now, water is the most valuable cleansing agent for our body because it helps all of our body systems to function and eliminate more effectively. The goal should be to search for a balance between good food, a clean body inside and out, and the optimum function of our body, mind, and spirit. In this manner, we care for the body and its functions, because then we will have better performance, and all thanks to good nutrition that we provide it with through the local, organic, and fresh foods that are a basis of our diet. Well, friends, this is the end of our program, and I thank you for joining us today. I invite you to visit our YouTube channel and register, subscribe, so that we can notify you of new posts and you can show us your support for the information that we provide. And I thank you for joining us today live here on CBBA, and invite you to join us again next week.
El programa anterior fue un programa pagado y las opiniones emitidas en el mismo no representan la opinión de CBBA Radio ni de sus patrocinadores.